Okay, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. This reflection was really interesting for me as I went through it. This little meditation here. First off, let me give a little commentary on what I sort of saw going on in the passage from Mark. First off, I don't think we should take the healing of the blind man as 100% literal. Like, I don't think we have to narrow our view and see it as only the healing of a blind man. I think maybe just in my case, but maybe it's the same for you guys. I think we see people look at passages a little bit too narrow, and they don't want to see anything beyond just what's in the words. But I think the blind man can basically be anyone. I think it can be any of us. I think it can be anyone in any of our congregations or anything else. Excuse me. And so, what I really get out of the passage is that not so much that Jesus healed the man of his blindness, but that he made him whole. And actually, that's what the last verse says. And it says, "And Jesus said unto him, Go thy way, your faith hath made you whole." And to me, that sort of speaks to me a little better than some of the other translations I read, which said "made you well," because to me, making whole is a little different. So I think it could be anything. I think it could be an addiction, to put it in a more of a modern context, a mental illness, something that we're just sort of starting to really understand. But so I don't think being made whole is something that we have to confine, and I think that's the main thing I see in the passage. And so for me, when I was going through this meditation, you'll forgive me for not looking at the screen right now. I'm trying to bring the thing up on my iPad here. Something I had to do was sort of reframe the way that I view and think about Jesus, because or we're asked, how do you approach him and try to get his attention, as if obviously as if I'm the blind man. And so what I sort of had to change is, my first thought is, well, what do you mean? How do I get his attention? I mean, when I kneel down and I say a prayer, and of course he hears it. There's really nothing else to get his attention. But then I have to think about it, that no, actually, we're really talking about him being, right there, walking along the street. And sort of the image that I have in my mind is that of what we see with baseball players and celebrities, when they're just crowded around, and everybody's around there yelling and screaming at them. And so to me, when she says, what words would I use? I think I would use something that is unique, something that's going to obviously communicate that I know exactly who it is that I'm speaking to. Something like, Jesus, Son of God, help me. Or, Redeemer of Israel, hear my cry. Something like that. Something that's very obvious, that I'm not just yelling out to some guy that's walking down the street, but that I actually know who it is that I'm calling out to. as far as what emotions would I feel, it's really kind of a combination there. Excitement, because obviously I'm fairly close, obviously within sight, 10, 15, 20 feet away from Jesus. And so I'd be really excited, but then I'd be really nervous because I'm actually like really putting myself out there among this whole crowd of people, and having to just yell out that I'm really trying to get his attention because I have a problem. I need to be made whole. And so it's really a combination for me of sort of excitement, nervousness, a little bit of fear, even, because obviously he could just walk by and I could be left here being not made whole. And that wouldn't be good. And so for me, when I sit here and I think about what do I need to be made whole, we see the statement at the bottom, God, what I need most right now is I feel like I need help to take away some of the cynicism that I have towards church and some of my own ego. I feel like I often get irritated with things at church. I suspect I'm not unique in that, but I do get irritated because I hear we always like to talk about, well, we should do this, we should do good in the community or whatever, and then I feel like I rarely see that. And when I have tried to plan things, it hasn't worked out, and that has made me a bit irritated and a bit cynical about how things work out. And then I think I kind of need to get rid of some of the ego that I have, because I think, and I don't know if this is sort of the military guy coming out, but I want to use a sports analogy. I want the ball. I want to be the guy who is out there on the field, pretty much leading the team with direction from the coaching staff and all that sort of thing. Obviously, I don't want to think that this is all my little idea here. Obviously, with guidance from God as far as what I'm going to do, but I want to be the leader, and so a lot of times it irritates me that I don't get to be that. Because I'm not really in what I would call a position of leadership in my congregation right now, and so in some ways, well, in a lot of ways, I kind of wish I was, and so I sort of need to figure out how to balance that and not dwell on it so much that that maybe the timing isn't right now for me to be in that leadership position, and also talk about it with the leadership around here, and let them know that, hey, there's certain things that sort of things that I would like to be able to do in order for me to grow as a prospective chaplain, because I think part of the thing I kind of run up against is that nobody really knows what chaplains do within the LDS Church, and I have a tough time communicating that with them. So I know I need to do that, and in some ways I think that'll help as far as this goes. But I think the two main things that I feel like I need help with. Well, just popped in my head. I guess I could add a third one. I really need help praying more. Um, I guess maybe everybody feels like they don't pray quite as often as they could, and so do I. I think I need to be more intentional about that. For the people who were here last semester, that's kind of a recurring theme, keeps coming up. So I do need to be more intentional about that. But the two things that I had kind of written down here is being not quite so cynical, a little more open-minded and just kind of happy-go-lucky about things, I guess, and sort of ditching some of my own ego and seeing how that goes. So hopefully you get something out of my video. I like recording these. I'll record one next week because I think maybe they're a little more personal. You actually get to see me, even if you happen to be like 2,000 miles away. And so I think it brings a little more closeness to us as a class. So I will keep doing these for as long as they're sort of an option. So I hope everybody has a great day, blessed day whenever you see this, and I will interact with you in the forums. I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.